Well, good evening, good evening, good evening. I am Jennifer, the host of Jen Cares tonight, and I'm the founder of Chosen Counselors, a nonprofit organization that seeks to inspire, motivate, empower, and strengthen individuals and families. I want to welcome you to our Getting Your House in Order series. Thank you so much for joining us. First, I want to give special thanks to Rashida, Gary, Dr. Cindy Degree, Danielle Crawford Burrows, and Daya Jackson for making our Back to School series a success. I am still reflecting on of all of the nuggets that were dropped, more specifically last week of you will be someone's ancestor, so act accordingly. So amazing, so amazing. And the overall words of encouragement was for us to just have patience with our children and the teachers. Schools are understaffed or were understaffed, and now with being on quarantine and dealing with virtual learning, some are struggling a little bit more. So we want to be a little patient with the staff of the schools as well as those children and youth, right? I've been seeing some memes, and I could tell you, it's also just send them some good vibes. So as always, again, thank you so much for tuning in and for sharing. Our guests are running a little bit behind, but I want to still talk about what we have coming up. So this month, we're going to be talking about getting your house in order. Tonight, we're going to talk about healthy living. Then we're going to talk about fire safety. Then we're going to talk about credit repair. And then we're going to learn some steps to purchase a home if you haven't done so already. And tonight, I want to talk about healthy living because we don't always do as we should do. We don't go to our primary doctors as we should. We don't go to the dentist as we should. We don't get our eyes checked as we should. And then we're watching the game and it's like, well, what's the score? Let me borrow your glasses because I can't see it. Or we're riding and driving and things of that sort. And the list goes on. But I wanted to talk on how we can at least keep our bodies active, keep us moving and doing those things, because in quarantine, it has us sitting down, we're chilling, we're just laid back, relaxing, or stuck to that computer, but we want to be able to get up and get out and move a little bit. So tonight, that is the hope for our guests once they arrive. But until they get here, I'm going to talk to you guys. How are you doing tonight? Oh, goodness. No hellos out there? Oh, hello, Lisa White. Trying to find out where our friends are. I haven't did check in today, but again, and if not, I'll just chit chat with you for a little bit, and then we'll try again next week with our family, with our fire safety. Hey, Sherry. Oh, I'm gonna have to get her as a guest too. I see her live. She's always sharing some encouraging words with others and uplifting the community, specifically the women. And that is something that is so needed in our community, strengthening each other. Hi, Ms. Young. Glad to be joining. Hey, Crystal. Hello. So while we're waiting for our guests, what are some things you do? Great hello to you, Jasmine, about to be Mrs. on this Saturday. Congratulations, sis. What are some things you do to stay active? Or are you staying active? Are we walking? Are we jogging? Are we running? Are we not doing that? Running back and forth to the refrigerator? What are you doing to stay active? Uh-oh. Takes a second, okay. I know one of our guests who is Whitney. She did a June jump challenge. So it's 100 jumping jacks or 100 jump ropes. I guess that's what you call it, or 100 knee jumps. I tried the jump rope. That was pretty interesting, but I really loved the jumping jacks. Did 100 a day. It was so encouraging. Because then you can see the difference when you're like walking or going up and down the steps. You don't get so winded. So that's the importance, one, of being active and moving. Jeff said doing more walking. Yes, walking helps too. Walking down the street is about to get chilly, so you can do some walks inside the home to keep yourself active. Make sure you ladies get your breast exam. Yes, absolutely. Crystal is a survivor, and she is here to let us know. Make sure you get your tatas checked often. When you go to the doctor and get it checked out, it is good for you to go and do that. Oh, my. So I do apologize, but life happens. So tonight we're going to wing it a little bit. I am open here to chat with us a little bit. And we're going to go from there, because in talking about, not being as active, you get a little older, you find out about that cereal, that snap, that crackle, and that pop. And, we want to, again, stay active. What she say? I fell off a bit, but I'm back on track. That's it. It's not easy to do every day. We're not excited to do it every day, but the key is that we do try to do it every day, or at least every week, trying to get out and doing something that's amazing. Take a friend. Yes, me and Lisa, Lisa carried me along with her a little bit. We did some walks. I go and meet her, and then we'll go for a walk. And, after you get out there, you so like, it's not that bad. One is making the time, and you have to prioritize. We've been talking about self-care a little bit. This is a piece of self-care where you're making sure that you are getting you together. So you taking that moment, that walk allows you to clear your mind, take your mind off some things. It's a lot going on in life, okay? So exercising helps you to take your mind off of that. And it gets your blood flowing, it gets your heart pumping, and then you're thinking of different things of sometimes how to handle that situation that's causing you to be frustrated and overwhelmed. I know I have an exercise bike and I get on, I put the TV on so I can be distracted. I'm not paying attention to how long I've been on. We just rolling and rolling and rolling. And then before I know it, I've been on there for 45 minutes. That's an amazing thing. Now, I'm going to tell myself, because just because that was a one time that I'm telling about don't mean I do it all the time. And again, it's about being motivated. So I, encourage you to connect with somebody, take a friend to go out walking, take a friend to hold you accountable, even eating the right things. That's important too. I went to the doctor and I got some blood work done, and the numbers weren't bad, but it could potentially turn bad if I don't do something about it to make sure I stay within the parameters of what I should be. So what did I start doing? Making sure I'm eating my breakfast, making sure I'm eating my lunch, making sure I'm eating my dinner. Because I like to do these unintentional fasts where it's like 3 o'clock and I'm like, oh, I didn't eat today. I say, oh, Lord, we thank you for this unintentional fast. Please work out whatever needed to be worked out. And then I go on about my day. But we have to be intentional even with that. Taking a break to eat breakfast. Taking a break to have snack. We talked last week with Principal Danielle. She was saying how you got to remind yourself sometimes to go to the bathroom. Even that. So we have to be intentional with making sure that we are caring for our well-being. Okay? It is so important to engage in, here we go. It is so important to engage in self-care. COVID-19 has been good for us to do some self-care. Absolutely. Absolutely. We have to engage in it. I actually even got tested for COVID. Interesting experience. They do put this little swipe thing up your nose. It's not the most comfortable, but it's also keeping me informed and letting me know what's going on, right? Keeping me informed and letting me know what's going on. Drink plenty of water. That's a good one. How many of you are drinking water? I have my water. I try to be good while we're on live and not drink it. Sometimes I get a little thirsty and I make it through. So again, drinking water, staying hydrated. You can be dehydrated and not even know it. You want to drink water. Yes, Crystal said take one day at a time. That's it. Because, hey, we only have one day at a time. We can only worry about today. When tomorrow gets here, we'll worry about tomorrow. Sherry said accountability is key. It really is. We have to make sure that we are doing the pieces that we need to be doing to keep ourselves together. One moment. I'm trying to reach out to our guests because they were prepared and excited. And I do want them to come on if they're able to still come on. Yeah, right. So we tried that. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. So yeah, so drink plenty of water, have accountability partner. Sometimes, when you are frustrated with sitting in front of the computer too long, it's good to get up and take a walk. It's good to take a break from the computer screen because that's wear and tear on your eyes. You get tired, you get drowsy. And you also want to be able to take those breaks if you were actually in the office, to help yourself manage through that day. 8 hours could come pretty quickly. 7 hours could come pretty quickly. 7.5. Some are doing 10, 12 hours. So you want to be able to make sure that you're managing your time even while you're working from home to still have that balance. Because if not, you could get tired. You could get a little, they have like little steppers where you can sit at your seat and do some steps. You can do some little exercises with your arms while you're sitting there. Yeah, I put my exercise shirt on today. Well, one of them, we got, our exercise gear, we've been doing a lot of lounge wear probably, up top, you dress, down bottom, you ready to go run. But do we go run? That's the thing. I'm not telling nobody's business. Not telling nobody's business. Yes, try to fit exercise into your schedule. So sometimes you would get to work whatever time, then you have a 15-minute break in between. It may be good for you to go and do a little walk during that time. Get some water in during that time. Do some little pumps during that time. Anything is possible. Oh, drum roll, please. We have a guest. She's laughing at me. Okay, so tonight, thank you, one, for staying on, friends, chosen friends. Thank you all for your patience. I'm excited for this guest. She recently got married. Well, probably not recently now, but this is like my first time officially talking to her since she got married. I'm so excited for her. She has such a beautiful, beautiful ceremony. And she's doing big things. So tonight we have Whitney Brewington, who is the founder of Fearless Action. And she's going to share with us some tips to help us to stay active. All right, yeah. There we go. You ready, sis?
Yes.
Here we go.
Well, all I can say is it's a Monday.
It is a Monday. Stuff happens. I'm totally all right with it. I thank you for still joining us tonight.
Of course.
We have a great following here. My chosen friends have been following me since July, I think is when we start. So this is July, August, September, October. Like 3-4 months. This is our 4th series.
Yeah.
That's our 4th series. So it's been so amazing. So how was your day today?
It was good. Eventful, but it was good.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you are the founder of Fearless Action.
Yes, ma'am.
What is Fearless Action? What about?
Okay, so Fearless Action is my baby.
Okay.
So it actually started off as Go Off, and Go Off was get out and work without fear. And so it started from that, and that was just let me not downplay it. Okay, it was it was a movement for basically trying to get people together to start thinking and about health and start thinking about just moving your body. Like it's a different ballgame when it's just thinking it and doing it. So that's why it was get out and work without fear first. And now it transformed into Fearless Action, which is basically working without fear, like taking out the if I coulda, woulda, shoulda, and just moving on and pressing forward. My vision is to empower women into being their unruly, unapologetic, fearless women, fearless fighters is what I call them.
Yeah.
That's the vision.
That's awesome. I like the part of the fearless piece because a lot of times we're fearful. Are we going to see a difference or are we not going to see a difference? Is it going to hurt? Is it not hurt? Is it going to mess up my hair?
Sis.
It's the small things that become fear blockers or
that is very true. That is very true.
Especially when I was really about my relaxers. I'm still about that hair crack. It's fine. You be natural. That's not I tried it. It didn't work out.
I ain't say the word.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So when you have relaxers, it's a totally different thing. Like with natural, especially if you got a freshly pressed. If you got a freshly pressed and you go out there and do things, it'd be like bloop bloop. It's so beautiful, but you don't be ready for it all the time. Especially if you went through that long process. That's why I couldn't make it. It's a process. But I love it that you're attacking that fear and going forth with that. So you have recently got a new thing under your belt. You are now a what?
Yes, I am now a certified personal trainer or whatever, Yes, thank you.
Congratulations. So what made you go into that?
Okay, so fitness has always been the backbone of the crew. Okay.
Okay.
So from young ages, my parents had us running. Running turned into track and everything. And then it just built up, of course. And then once you slip out of it, what happened? I slipped out of it, started to gain the weight. And then I started to realize, okay, it's time to go back home.
Okay.
To go back home. Not physically, but literally. Like go back home and get back in the process of just moving your body on a regular basis.
Yes.
So that stemmed into just me realizing that I want to know more. I want to be able to help other people. I literally want to bottle up the happiness and the goodness I feel about myself in a jar, pack it out. And the way I can do that is making sure I know what I'm supposed to know in order to help other people.
I love it. So from you doing something that you enjoy to really getting certified in it, so you could even pull in more tidbits to tell them, like, I know this from my personal experience, but this is what the books is telling me to also let you know.
Exactly. And that's what I wanted to do. And not just give them like what happened for me. But literally give it by the book as well. So
yes,
I'm excited.
Your family definitely did have the runners because they had the football players. So they was like real good on sports, and it's a good thing keeping you active. It helps you to find your lane.
It got me to the person I am today to even know how to get back to where I started. Like I always tell people, if you don't know how to do anything else, learn how to do one push-up, do one crunch. Because if you ever came to my house, honey, the rental car had you on that sit-up bench, on that floor doing push-ups. And that's how it starts. It starts with just something.
Yes. I will say I was at the house a couple of times to see those things. I will also say that I just sat there and watched. I was like, oh, y'all doing a good job.
Exactly.
And then I walked back home. That was my thing. I had walked over there.
Walk in, walk out. There you go.
Don't say how far I walked. That's not their business. How far I walked. The key is that I do. Yes. So that's amazing. So, Lisa Jackson, how do you go about getting certified?
Okay. I actually just started searching online. I promise y'all, YouTube is your best friend.
It really is.
I mean, you got to use your resources.
Yes.
You got to use your resources. So I actually started out just looking up which certificates meant more to gyms, that meant more to certain places, And so I realized that ESA, which is where I went, versus I can't remember the other places, but I just made sure I wanted to go with the right certification.
Okay.
So, or even with the right company in general. So certifications and recertifications. I wanted to go to the right company. So I actually just started off with YouTube and reviewing certain people's their reviews on the programs and how they've gotten and things of that nature. And then I even watch, certain personal trainers and how they do certain things. And first I had to make sure it was right for me. So I had to do the research to make sure it was right for me.
Because you would have went down a path that wasn't right.
Okay, starting off, do your research and make sure this is what you want to actually step into. Yeah.
That's good. Your mom said memories. I wish I still had my favorite chair. That's another conversation too. Lisa said congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Hey, Shepherd Mother, thank you so much. I love Ms. Wanda. She has adopted me. She has been here since day one.
Yes.
We're going to show you some tips too, Ms. Wanda. She just celebrated her birthday. We want to keep her active,
Yes.
Active. Okay, so we know that it started with dance. I remember dancing in church. Had me think of the memory, actually. One time we were dancing to, I believe, Micah Stampley. It was me and you, actually. How about that? And we were doing like a turn. We were doing a turn. And on one of them turns, I didn't do that eye contact, and I went down. Craig really embarrassed me.
You know what? It's okay. It's
okay though. But yes,
we learn. We make mistakes.
I got back up.
That's all that matters. Look, just like I say in class, that's all that matters. That's all that up. Just finish strong. Okay.
That's it.
And I'm bouncing because I'm on a medicine ball. Okay. I like to sit on the medicine ball.
You're totally right. But I say that to say, growing up, sometimes we're in like a dance ministry at our church. or we're at a dance agency and things of that sort. So we're moving, but then we come out of it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like you came out of it, but you kind of went back into it.
Absolutely. That's literally what happened. I'm not gonna say like I lost my way, but I just found other things to occupy my time. I was going through my master's, and honestly, that's what did it.
Okay.
That's where the weight gain happened.
Okay.
Throughout my master's, I was in a fresh relationship, so you
Mm-hmm.
get a nice relationship weight.
Yes.
It was a mixture.
Okay.
But even with that, honestly, I'm trying to think what actually got me right back into it. And I feel like I just had taken a class or something. I had taken a class and I was just like, you know what? The feeling I had after that class was like, this is what I've been missing. Like, you know how you always, sometimes we go through parts of life where we're just like, I'm missing something. I'm missing whatever that is. And that was it for me. It was that version of dance that I just let dwindled away. Like it was time to bring it back to life. It was time to revive it. As I say.
That's it. I'm sorry, I gotta go to Mama Wanda again. She said 66 with knee problems, but I've been trying to exercise to shout music. Shout music is a good music to have.
It really is. And Mama Wanda, all you got to do, get you a nice little chair and just do some little leg step first. Okay, just opening that leg all the way straight, all the way down. Start there.
Okay.
Then work on standing up. Then work on movement in the high knees. And step by step. When we jump into exercise and we automatically want to jump into we don't want to shock the body like that.
I like this. I don't want to shock the body. You say I just sit down and do what? Lift it up, put it down, lift it up. Okay.
Let me get a chair. Okay.
See, I'm loving this. Yeah, she's going to give us some examples because we're going to learn today. We don't have to jump into it. We can ease into. See, the problem is, but I got to be honest, the problem is we'll stay right there at that chair doing that up and down, and then we'll stop doing that or don't do it as often. Then we got another problem. So we can't just ease in and just stay at step 1. We got to ease in it. Eventually go to step 2, step 3, step 4, whatever progression.
Exactly. So
she got to give us a demonstration. She got us, Mama Wanda.
I got a chair. Look, see, I'm just sitting. In a regular chair. I got it extended. So okay, and you literally just start here. 1, 2, and just come to the edge of the chair if you got to.
Okay.
Edge of the chair. Same thing. Then start there. Start hands on hips. Over. Just small thing.
Yes. I feel it. Ooh, that was a workout. I'm sweating.
You know what? Well, that's a start to just make sure your body is moving.
That's good. And it's the simplest things, just your legs, because your legs are important too. That knee get locked up.
Okay.
We got a problem.
Look, I was so hyped about literally getting into personal training. One of the things I found out, something simple about like arthritis patients and things of that nature, they're technically supposed to be working out twice a day. Like at least 25, 30 minutes a day. Why? Just like with anything, if their bones stiffen up, it's hard to move it. You got to keep them moving.
Gotta keep it moving.
Hey, got to keep it moving. There we go.
Okay, Mama Wanda said I can do that. All right. I'm gonna do it too. I was doing it and I was sweating. I got my towel.
Not Crystal's that I guess I did. You know what?
Yeah, we're gonna get Crystal. She said she need her booty to pop. We're gonna find out how to do that in a second. But I have another question for you. Lisa's saying, what do you suggest for people who want to work out but have old injuries?
I'm gonna say first go to your doctor. That's first and foremost, okay? And of course, go to your doctor already with things that you want to talk about. We make the mistake when it comes to doctor's appointments that we don't come with our own, look, I got this, and this. Which one? Okay? Like, we got to come to the table with something. So I will say go to your doctor first, see what they're saying the issue is or why the movement is, and then start working on that muscle or that nerve, etc. But honestly, start with stretching. Start small. Start with just simple stretching. Beginner stretches on YouTube. I'm gonna have mine up soon.
Yes, I'm gonna follow
too. Yeah, but start small. Start with small stretches, just bending over, touching your toes. It's okay. If you can't get them all the way there, it gets there. It takes time, but consistency is the biggest thing that we forget. The same way we consistently feed ourselves, is the same way we got to consistently move them bones.
Gotta consistently move the bones. Okay. So we get in trouble a little bit, friends. But it's good though, because again, this is our bodies. And taking care of our house, we gotta first take care of ourselves. Because if we're not taking care of ourselves, we have no house.
Yeah.
You know? So we want to be able to do our little leg. What is that the official word for that? Leg lift?
Leg extensions.
Leg extension. Okay. All right. Crystal saying also try a modified version of exercise.
Exactly. There are plenty of modified versions. And a lot of people, even with the stretching and with workouts, especially on YouTube, they'll do one version regular and one version modified. That's so you know.
Okay.
You are supposed to be doing.
Is there a modified version of no exercise?
I don't think they got there yet.
Okay.
I think they got there, but I wouldn't participate in it.
Okay. Because we want to be honest. Everybody doesn't want to do it, you know?
Exactly.
That's why we're saying start small. I before you came on, I was sharing how like we're not always going to the doctors as we should. We're not going to the dentist as we should. We're not getting our eyes checked as we should. So at least we should be trying to keep our bodies moving.
Exactly.
You know, I watched I saw the ad for 1,000-pound sisters, and then they have like the 600-pound life and things of that sort. Some aren't able to move and are not active. Now, again, they're living their best life. They're in situations, that's their life. I'm not knocking it. But what I'm saying is, if you don't want to have that situation, if you don't want that to be your testimony, you have to be able to start now to keep it down, keep it where it should be, going to the doctor to find out what's going on, walking around. I got some Crystal said, I can't what you did. That's not my testimony. I don't want that to be my life. And if I ever, my friends know, sis, tap me on the shoulder, get yourself together. I'll go to the mall and I'll park a little further away. I'll go to the grocery store, park a little further away. It was like, why are you doing that? One, we're away from cars. Two, it's a nice little walk to Gando. Now, if I come out in this rain, it's a different situation, but I'll survive. But the purpose is to try to go. You're trying to be intentional. You're trying to do something different. Walking around, that loop and things of that sort. So that's important for us to do. But sadly, we're not doing it. We're trying to get that closest spot, And I get it. When you're home, you want to be the closest spot because, I don't like doing a whole bunch of trips carrying stuff either sometimes. But sometimes it happens, and we make the best of it. So now that you're a personal trainer, are you at a gym? What will Fearless Action look like now? So
no, I am not at a gym. I'm thinking yet, and even thinking about it because not all gyms are for all personal trainers. So it all depends. It all depends. Now, Fearless Action looks like still dance fitness, and now we're adding in group fitness. So now we're starting a straight group fitness class. Of course, it's still going to be with some flavor because but it will be more just straight up extra exercises.
Okay.
My dance fitness class is where we're dancing it out. Like we're adding exercises in it, but we're more dancing than anything.
Okay.
So it will be basically those two versions for right now. I don't see myself moving out of that right yet.
Okay.
With COVID, I want to make sure I'm safe. I want to make sure my clients are safe. So
I love it. That's important.
Listen, it is because even if we come to class, I don't know where they have been before they came to class.
You're absolutely right.
See, that's 10, 15 people right there that and connected to. And they're connected. So it's a lot. So I'd rather everyone be safe. Let's do it from virtually, from the screen, and still work it out. Like I love workouts at home.
And I love it. It made me think of like hip hop apps. So this is like the new version of it, where you get to dance. And when you're dancing, going with the music, you're really having. It doesn't feel like exercise. You just really having fun. Like even with like the line dancing. Line dancing, them twists and turns and cuts and things like that. It's borderline. So you're having fun while doing it. And that's the most important part too. If you're having fun while doing it, because if you're feeling pain, then we want to stop, pause, and find out what's going on.
Listen,
you want to be able to have fun doing it.
My biggest thing is, even with my personal training clients, I go, when they do little oohs and ahs, okay, is it sharp?
Mm-hmm.
Is it pain? Is it pinning? Is it pinching?
Okay.
No, stop crying. Keep it going.
Oh.
I got time.
I thought they was trying to learn how to sing with the oohs and ahs of Jennifer Hudson. Is it oohs, ahs? But yes, I love it. But and again, holding us accountable. You know,
Exactly.
I'm gonna make an appointment. I'm gonna see how this go. I have a friend. She is also pursuing opening a gym and things of that sort. And I was like, your husband can't be my trainer because I'm gonna do a bad review because he's not gonna be nice. You know, and though your trainer will not always be nice,
Exactly.
you still want them to have some type of empathy or something like that. No,
Do you?
you don't. Okay.
I mean, like, think about it. The whole point of having a trainer is for someone to push you to that
Absolutely.
level. It ain't even about the physical part. You know that mentally, most people, when they get a physical trainer, they're mentally at that point where, you know what, it's for me. I can't do this, or I can't do it by myself, or something like that. And understand, it's okay to not be able to do something yourself. It's okay. That's our job.
Got it.
To help. And so the biggest thing is to let go of the controlling aspect of I need to, or I can't. And just let somebody else lead the way and follow suit. And stop crying about it and push through.
I'm not gonna cry on live. I'm gonna wait till later. So I was sharing how in July, or was it June? The jumps. Was it June? June. Yeah. So she had a jump challenge. So you do 100 jumping jacks, 100 high knees, or 100 jump rope. I like the jumping jacks. I also like because I had held myself accountable. Now, again, this was not something that she told me, Jennifer, you need to do this. This was something that she said she was doing, and she put it out there to the masses. Jennifer took it upon herself to say, you know what, I'm going to do this. But what happened was, even on those days when I was like, you know, I really don't feel like doing this, somebody else would see me posting one of the videos like, oh my gosh, I need to do this. Now, I don't know if they ever did it. I'm not judging them, but I felt like I had to stay on my game.
Because you had sometimes it takes that. A lot of people don't like the broadcast things, but at the end of the day, somebody watching. When someone, you're encouraging somebody else. Like I stay in social media, I'm letting y'all know this. And I know what my triggers are, but at the same token, I'm like, I know that I have to keep posting because somebody is like, you know what? You went to cycling class today. Let me get up and do these crunches, even if they just can. Okay. Then they did something. Work.
And I love it. You know, you know, seeing somebody else, so you're like, you know what, maybe I need to do that. And that's what happens. You see it and you're like, okay, I should try it. I love that one. I had seen it early enough where I had got myself all ready together. So by June 1st, I was like, here we go. And then if God forbid I missed a day, I did 200 that next day. And I was like, Jennifer, you're not going to miss a day again, because
that 200 hit different.
It hit different. But what I loved about it was that, like, I could do the jumping jacks and then, like, I could walk outside and I'm still breathing fine. I'm like, wait a minute, girl, you getting better, because you build that stamina to be able to do it and you keep on doing. I can run up and down the steps. I'm like, okay, you know, you're doing good. And that's the piece of being able to move. That's the piece of healthy living where you're not getting winded, because if you're getting winded, you're by yourself and you run up them steps and it don't work out. You gotta have that button. What is it? Help! I've fallen and I can't. I'm sorry.
Come on.
I'm sorry. That was funny growing up. It wasn't funny, but it was funny. Don't judge me. Y'all laugh too, or y'all laugh at some stuff that, you know, you know. But what I'm saying is, like, being able to be active, to be able to get that going. And again, you could be really healthy and something can happen too. But the hope is just that you're doing your pieces to try to keep yourself to where you should be.
Exactly. And I will say, even for me, it helped my endurance out. Then I saw myself, I literally had just got back into jumping rope when I started the challenge. So now being able to, like, halfway through the month, getting to 200 nonstop.
Yes. Go ahead, girl. I didn't get to
my first day, I think I did 3 and it was over.
I didn't get to 200 in a row, but I was still just proud of myself, because I had saw the difference from that first day to even like the 7th day. It was like, okay, it's not as bad. And then you just out there, and actually, Mama Wanda, I put some shout music on. because then I would jump with the beat of the music, and before I knew it, it was over. And then I'm like, oh no, Jennifer, you did your 100. Calm down, you're doing too much.
See, that's that push you should have did. You should have pushed yourself.
I didn't have a trainer at that time. Trainers push you. Me said I was done. But that was the thing, and that was the fun of it. So like putting on that music that's gonna get you going, whatever your song is, or even if you are just dancing around the house because you put that song on. Old school used to do that 2-step bop and things of that sort. So whatever it is that works for you. So that's funny that you said about the videos and things of that sort. Because I saw the video where you had an injury one day and your husband jumped in and did the jumps for you. Mm-hmm. How does he support you with either doing your fitness challenges or, being a trainer, personal trainer? I was there saying another word. It wasn't the right word. So how does that work, the dynamics, to help you stay on track with that? Or was it solely your motivation to keep you going?
Listen, I wish it was solely my motivation to keep me going. I like to get there. But that is my number one accountability partner. That man is literally my backbone.
Okay.
But even in the midst of that challenge, he irking my nerves for those days where I'll just do 200.
You don't need that in case you watch this or hear that or somebody tell you.
Exactly.
I got you.
It was good for the anytime I didn't want to do it yet. It was go ahead and knock it out. Just knock it out. And he always pushes me. Even today, even going to cycling class today, it was another push. I don't want to, but I got to. And it's to the point where I got to. Just like I gotta go to the grocery store, I gotta go to the gym now because now it has to be a part of life. So, but yeah, that's my ace boon coon. That's it. So even when it comes to my very first class in general outside, he was there. When I went into the community center, he was there taking pictures, doing the recordings for any of my big ones where I want pictures or videos right there. He's right there. If I ask, he's right there. Now, if I don't but any other time here, always volunteering services to help out in any way possible. That's my accountability partner.
Very nice, very nice. And again, it's good to have it, whoever that person is, for you to keep you going. But I also like your honesty of sharing that you don't always want to go to the gym either as a personal trainer. So then I don't feel bad.
No, you shouldn't feel. Listen, we shouldn't feel guilty or bad for not wanting to do something. That's the issue that we're having in America. Like we should.
Right.
Oh. No, if I don't feel like it, I don't feel like it. But I also know that if I get it done, the feeling after is so rewarding. Like when that class, my legs were shaking. The energy was there. Like I'm ready to take on the world.
Yes. And that's the amazing part too of when you do, walk away from it, how you feel after you feel refreshed. A friend, they wanted to go walking in the morning. At first I was like, one, is too early in the morning. However, once you get out there, you're totally all right. And then once you was done walking, I was like, all right, what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day? Like I'm up and pumped and ready to go. So that's the thing that it is. It's like a natural energy boost.
It is. You don't need no tea for the natural things. Just get out and move.
Yeah. And they'll be surprised how much, more energetic you are by doing that instead of having to do caffeine, things of that sort, but just getting your own self going. It's rewarding.
Even in your morning, you should already have a ritual within itself. So even if it's as simple as I get to the point now where when I'm in the bed, I make sure I'm stretching on my way out the bed, if that makes sense. Because think about it. I just went from knocked out sleep to up and go. Sometimes you got to stretch it out, calm yourself down for a second, have that moment of relaxation so that the next moment, if something crazy goes down, you can be calm with it. It's honestly all about how you react.
Yes. That's actually good because I was joking, but I was serious about, I had slept on a couch a couple of days ago. Well, it was probably a week ago. Nevertheless, I slept on a couch. And if you're used to sleeping in your bed, when you sleep on a couch, it's a difference. It's a difference. And when I was getting up, I was like, going on the day, but then I was like, oh, I just don't feel as it wasn't as great of a sleep had I been in my bed and things of that sort. Because again, there's different foundations that it gives you. But it goes to that piece of like stretching, because like your body, it needs to stretch out and be free. And you can do that a little bit more in your bed. Again, you may have that couch that has that. More power to you. That's not my sofa. You don't want to be on it too many nights. Eventually, you want to be in that bed to be free and things of that sort. So doing that stretch before you get out, because even we talked about that snap, crackle, pop. Getting older, you go to roll over, you're like, oh, wait a minute. Or you slept wrong. When you get up, you're like, or you get up, you feel like you're walking like a cripple a little bit because your body has to wake up again. It was relaxing and chilling for a couple of hours. You now have to wake those bones back up again. So I get it. So Lisa said, excuse me, is there an exercise routine that can give you the most bang for your buck? Oh, I'm here for this. For example, walking, biking, or swimming. What's the best exercise to feel like I did the thing?
I mean, honestly, everybody is different. Okay. Some people will gravitate more to cycling. Some people will gravitate more to body pump or dance fitness or personal training, like HIIT routines. It all depends on you.
Okay.
I think all exercises across the board. I know for me, like I have an Apple Watch now, so I try to track as much as I can. So I can leave cycling class, my own class, or a yoga class, or a YouTube class that I've taken, and still have the same amount of calories. It's what you put into it. It ain't about what the instructor is. It's about what you put into the workout. So it can be swimming, it can be biking, hiking, anything. It's all about what you're putting into the workout.
Okay. So if you're putting into biking can knock it out for you and you'd be great.
Okay. It really can.
Okay. And walking, you can
walking. Eventually, we want to get to jogging, and jogging. We eventually want to get into running. And if you go back, it can be step by step, coming back, bringing it. It could be a mixture.
Yes, and it's funny. Me and Lisa, like I said, we go walking sometimes. And one of the days, I was like, "All right, I'm gonna jog all the way back." Whew, Lord have mercy! But I had said I was going to jog. And I went from that light all the way to the house. And I was just grateful that I made it and didn't pass out, because it was people outside. And if I would have fell or passed out, it wouldn't have been good. So I was just proud of myself. So Lisa, we're going to try that again, all right? Crystal says, when you have lower back pain, what is the best exercise that doesn't give pain too much pain?
Back pain. Honestly, it all depends. Lower back, it's all about strengthening exercises when it comes to the lower back. Okay. I mean, of course, stretching is always the number one. But you'll have to start trying out lower back exercises. But take your time with it, because jumping into lower back exercises specifically for lower back, it's just like anything. It can shock your body.
Okay.
It'll probably do more hurt than good if you're not actually doing the moves properly.
Okay. Because I definitely, again, YouTube is your friend. We're about to be on YouTube. Be sure to follow her, subscribe. And I'm going to see, exercise she's doing to help us to stay on.
Okay.
She said,
it does.
Recommendation for the bottom, ouch the seat. Oh, do you have a recommendation for the bottom? Crystal was saying trying to get that booty pop. Okay, all right, maybe not.
Side lunges, squat, side lunges. What else am I missing? Honestly, jump squat, sprint. I know a lot of people don't like that, but sprints is actually a way to lift the booty.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the main, and then of course the hydrants and things, but those also require you sometimes to be on all fours. Yeah.
Okay. So it also sounds like you're going to be working your knees a little bit with these, so you want to do warm-ups to prepare yourself for these squats and these jumps and things of that sort to try to get that area where you want it to be. Okay.
And honestly, you want to stretch and warm up before anything, so let's do that anyway.
Okay. How long should you stretch and warm up?
Okay, so technically you can do a good 5-minute stretch. Okay. It'd be a good one. Now, some people, I know for me, I'll take a good 15 to 30 minutes to stretch. And that's only because I'm not just stretching regular, I'm stretching as a dancer as well. So I gotta make sure I still have everything into play.
Okay.
Because of dancing. But regular stretching, I'm gonna say about a good 10 to 30 minutes. It can range from that. And it also goes back to what are you putting into it? Are you just touching your toes? All right, I'm done. No, let's get deeper. Let's touch the toe. Let's go over to the right. Let's, even if you start off with yoga, I would say beginner's yoga, or they even have seated yoga. They have a bunch of stuff, y'all. So I would say jump into the yoga bandwagon, and plus it's just relaxing.
And that's nice. That's always nice. Just Lisa said, I found yoga strengthens her back.
Yes, indeed.
Michelle said, for me, building up my core has helped with my lower back pain.
Absolutely. You got to think all of this is here. I always tell people that if getting your core and hips together are priority. Priority, because everything starts here. Everything starts and finishes right here. When you're sitting up, what is that? That's core, that's the back. So everything is from that area. So those are the first things you really want to start building up.
Okay. So Chris was saying, how about, sorry, it's blocked, I can't see it. What's the best exercise? Performance exercises?
Best exercises. Y'all asking me a lot of exercise questions, but it's okay. No,
the thing is, are we gonna do them? Y'all better.
Okay.
I'm gonna send y'all a message. I might do your exercise today, and then I'm gonna tell Whit. She said that's awesome because my hips are where do I go? So for the hips, so we talked about this sitting down and put your foot. What's something that could do good for your core that's low maintenance? Not low maintenance, but low, like a beginner. What should we do, the hula hoop? Remember the hula hoop? Did that do good for your core?
Yeah, I don't know if the hula hoop is really good.
That's what comes to mind. You put it around your body.
Trying to give it a little tight core. You got to stay tight. I'm going to give you that. But honestly, you don't really do that much hip motion. I mean, you do the circle, but as I remember, I wasn't like doing it deep.
Okay. So you got to do it after hula hoop because it ain't going to stay if you're doing all that.
Right. But
minus the hula hoop, but the hula hoop move will help your core. Got it. I made that up. I'm not professional.
All that. Boom. It will help the core. Just keep it tight.
Okay.
For hip, I'm gonna say get on that floor. You gotta start lifting up one leg at a time. Keep the motions. Pigeon is good. Pigeon pose is good. And I hope y'all look these up. Okay. Pigeon pose, frog pose. Frog pose, it takes a while to get there, but it's still a nice one. For hip.
Okay.
Let me see. What else do I do for hips? Ooh, I do leg kicks. Okay. With the small leg kicks. I'm gonna stand up and show y'all that one because this is the easy one that y'all can do literally while even watching this.
Okay.
Boom. So I'm literally just taking my foot and just swinging it back and forth.
Okay.
And then as you get stronger, you start to, come a little higher, but just start slow.
Okay.
Another one that I used to do, even this all goes back to even track days, was hip flexors of just bringing it down.
Okay.
Up and around, and that's creating new movements in the hips.
Lisa said I was making stuff up. I definitely was making up stuff. I said, I'm not a professional. This is not my lane. I bought a professional. Don't listen.
Yes.
So Chris was saying, so where do I go beginner's yoga? Definitely YouTube. I have a whole YouTube playlist of healthy exercise and things. They have some walks that you could do, walking in the house 30 minutes. They have some high intensity trainings that you could do, high intensity interval training. Yeah. That you could do. Beginners. They have a lot of beginners. And people like you and me, you and me, meaning that, we don't do it all the time because some of these questions, I'm not judging nobody because I don't do it all the time either. I'm acknowledging that. We're going to hold each other accountable because I see your names. I'm going to reach out to see if you've been doing these things. But YouTube is your friend. I have a bike, so then like they do like go as fast as you can, then you pause, slow down, then go as fast as you can again, and you pause, slow down, and you'd be surprised. I did 10 minutes
on cycling. We literally, that's what we did today, and that's so I'm still getting my high intensity workout, but in a different form. That's why I say it's all about what you put into the workout, and what it doesn't matter what the workout is; it's what you put into it.
Got it. So I'm walking and I'm just like, literally, I'm not doing this. But if I'm walking, I'm like this, I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Get it popping. And my thing is, if you're gonna do it, do it.
You're right.
Why waste your time? You done sat there for 30 minutes doing half behind push-ups and crunches and barely touching and all this kind of stuff, when you could actually did the workout. Got to work out for 30 minutes or 45 or an hour, however long. And then you're going to get a bomb sleep. And you're going to get a rewarding sleep. Why? Because you just did something for your body to get some energy out. And even when you're getting energy out, you're literally pulling energy in. And spiritually, and that's what I love about it. It's that part for me. Like, of course, the physical is always amazing, but just the part of literally feeling good after a workout is rewarding in itself.
Got it. Yes. Cammie said Pinterest is another great resource, and Crystal says she's starting Wednesday.
Yes, Wednesday.
You can do it. You can do it. And I'm not ahead of you because what's today? Monday? Because you got to prepare your heart and mind sometimes.
Exactly.
And you can say, look, I'm doing it tomorrow. You're not ready. You got to get your mind right, get your spirit right. Be like, all right, here we go. Here we go.
And honestly, in that time slot that you have for Wednesday, see if you can put in Tuesday's time slot, just a little stretch to prepare your body. Okay. Don't shop like crazy on Wednesday. Do a little stretch on Tuesday. Morning, night, whatever it is, and then Wednesday, go ahead and get it working. I mean, you gotta stretch because y'all should be stretching daily.
Okay. I'm gonna put that in the thing. That's a good one. Definitely get out of the bed stretching because we're getting older. Some of us are getting older. Some of us are acknowledging it. Some of us want to not acknowledge it. That's fine. But I'm getting a little older. I want to make sure I'm good. So I got another one for you. I saw another video you did. Before I let go.
Yeah.
At the lovely campus of the U, the M, the E, the S, Hawk Pride.
Yes.
Cool. So I said it last week. Got a hand on Hawk Prides out here. So how did that come about? That was so dope. Like, you did it for like the whole school. Like,
okay. So it was so literally last minute, but awesome. One of her name is Janae. She was the social media coordinator for UMES's page. She has taken my class before, so she knows how everything goes and stuff. But she saw the video and she was like, "This is perfect because it's with the HBCUs are doing it and everything else. So it'd be nice to have you do it and have your choreo, seeing as though that you actually graduated from here." And so it was like the perfect collision, honestly. And I loved it. We called, or I think she sent out an email to everybody, and the students came out. They learned it. We danced for literally 2.5 hours.
Oh, I love it.
And I mean, it was fun though. And students, high school students going past, and they were doing a tour. So it was just beautiful. It was just everybody out there having fun, dancing together at my university.
Yes.
Just love. It was beautiful.
Yes. Amazing. And you work with the dancers there too.
Yes, I do. We start back.
We don't quite have a football team, but we have a basketball team. And the basketball team is doing great. I'm not going to come against them. I mean, since I'm not going to say when I graduated, but nevertheless, we got a bomb dance squad that goes and puts it down. Tell us about the dance squad. How is that going about?
So, everything is COVID right now. So everything got shut down, but we actually start back tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll have a performance in November, but I love the girls. They know my life, but I love the girls. I mean, they are college students. So, of course, everything you think of college students is what goes on. And then sprinkle a dance team on top of that. So,
okay. So with the dances, I'm thinking of like Drumline, when they had like the band where the ladies was dancing.
The band.
Are y'all with the band or y'all with music? How does it work?
We are with the Thundering Hawks. We are a part of the Thundering Hawks pet band. So
very nice.
Yeah, so we're excited because we're finally officially together this year. Normally it was dance team and pet band, and we just get together at the basketball games or get together for the parades. But now we are officially a team. We work together. I absolutely love it. She gave them crickets. Exactly.
She definitely gave them basketball. I'm so sorry, any Hawks out there.
Listen, I love y'all.
We know the truth, though. We know the truth. We're not going.
I'm not going. No, ma'am.
We're a good school, but the basketball not there.
Work in progress.
Yes. Yeah. But that's pretty dope, being able to do that, because then they're moving and active and dancing as well. Do any of them aspire to be like cheerleaders for an actual sports team, or is it just that they're doing undergrad?
I think right now they're just loving what is going on. I mean, of course, they're in school for their majors, whichever major they have chosen. But overall, well, I will say I know a few are definitely going to be trying out, or at least make that effort to try out for different teams. But we're also a band dance team, so we don't necessarily do everything that the NBA or NFL dancers or cheerleaders do. But overall, I mean, they have the training. They are all dancers. They have the majorette background. They have the hip hop background. So honestly, the work is theirs once they graduate.
Got it. Awesome. So is it like a Bring It On? I'm educating myself a little bit about this as well. Is it like a Bring It On feel before y'all came with the band?
What you mean, like against the band, or which?
Right. So like, did y'all do like battles and things of that sort, or were y'all just like the dance battles?
Okay, so one, I used to be a part of the team when I was at so I was a captain at one point. And now full circle, now that I'm coach, it just is awesome. So that's another full circle. But we always battle. Like we always go for a battle. And so if y'all ever see like the dance teams going against each other, the stand battles and stuff. Well, I won't say stand battles, because stand battles are more for the majorette high school level. The stand battles, as far as with the band in the background and everything, of course we go at it. And we actually go at it with our cheerleaders, but that's just friendly competition though. Like they have their stands, and then the UMES Diamonds have their stands, so of course they go at it for that. But outside of that, when we go against schools,
got it.
Game time.
And that's what I'm saying, like, we do it while we're in school, or we do it while we're young, but then we get older, you fall back of some of these things. There's some things that we may have been doing a lot more often, growing up, but the hope is to keep it going. So that's pretty awesome. Kudos to being able to do that at UMES. I love the video. I'm actually going to share it. It went viral. I'm going to share it on my personal page so you guys can see it, because it is UMES and we love the UMES. That was my first college, actually, that I went to for undergrad. Got a bachelor's in sociology, and I also went to Salisbury University for social work. So yes. Small world. Crystal, don't tell them that she gave them crickets.
Right. Because they'll actually come at me. I know some of the players right now.
Well, we're going to have to just give them a coaching session to show them how to get it together. Okay, so we shared about the importance of moving, because again, because like healthy living doesn't tell eating right. We know these things, but it's the moving piece that we don't always do sometimes, because we'll just, again, go from refrigerator to chair or whatever, or if we are eating or not eating or just eating bad things. But what movement would you say has helped you the most when you don't feel like doing it? What's that movement that can kind of get you like, all right, here we go? And I know it's dependent on one person, but what's something that like motivates you to kind of help maybe trigger somebody else to say that I'm starting this day? Because I only got one person say they starting Wednesday so far. I feel like I can get another person to tell me they started.
I will not say a word. Oh, thank you. Bless you. So, okay, repeat the question. I'm sorry.
No worries. What's one of the exercises that definitely get you moving when you're feeling like, all right, I don't feel like doing it, but like this is something small that can kind of get me to where I need to be?
Jumping jacks.
Okay.
I don't know. Jumping jacks is like my go-to. Like,
okay.
It kind of is like that shock that my body needs when I'm not feeling it. That boom. It's just like that. I have to get my body moving. All right. So if I can do at least 10 of those, and then I'm like, all right, let's keep on going.
Okay.
That's honestly like my shock that keeps me going. Outside of that, it would really be playing music. I will play a song, and then I'll be selective with my music, of course, because I don't need no slow jam to come on, gospel or R&B.
Right.
Come on in the midst of me trying to get my initial
right.
Like I have to push myself, so I'll put on something crazy, get my energy up. And go from there.
Got it. I like that, being intentional about the music you put on, because you put on a good jam and then that slow jam come next, you're like, if it's a worship, like, you're gonna mess yourself up. So you want to be able to put that music on, or the opposite, where you put that song on and then that next slow jam come on and you thinking like, what I could have, should have did it, and like, he got up out there and she did.
Listen, but you gotta put that energy in the workout, honey.
You gotta put that energy in the workout. So you gotta be intentional with the music you put on. That's it. Mama Wanda said, I did something tonight. You got to, Mama Wanda, just starting slow. I'm going to start with you too. I'm going to work that out. I'm going to work it out. Lisa said, I'm doing my first 5K this Wednesday. Wednesday is the day.
Come on, Wednesday.
Wednesday's the day. Crystal said, I'm doing Zumba tomorrow.
Yes, Zumba.
Get it going. And Zumba is fun too, because it's that music. And once you get the moving, you just going. And then before you know it, you don't break up a little sweat and you're doing good. Okay, Crystal said, so what exercises actually helped when we were younger that we can do now? I know one that didn't work. Let me go first. So growing up in school, we had to do these little rolls. And you had to put your hands like that, and then you roll back or you roll forward. It didn't help because my mama put them ballies in my head. And when I went to roll, that soft mat wasn't soft enough because them ballies still hurt my head. So that's not one. I know that. But now we'll let the professional go. What are some things that was working?
Good old sit up and crunches. Like, I know we like to stray away from it because, the abs start to hurt, but that's what it's supposed to do.
Oh, they supposed to hurt while you doing it?
It's supposed to hurt.
Okay.
I don't mean excruciating pain to the point where you don't never want to do it again. But yeah, you're supposed to feel the muscles tightening up. And if you don't, you ain't doing it right. So definitely one of the things we learned as kids is the sit up, the crunches, jumping rope. That's what we all did as kids. Good old double dutch, jumping rope. Yes. And even if you can't do jumping rope, that's a simple high knee of just lifting it up, bringing it down, lifting it up, bringing it down. These are some small things that you can just start getting into.
Now, y'all laughing, but I know y'all didn't have no ballies in y'all head and had to do them rolls and things of that sort. I didn't like them. And my mom would always put them in on jump day. I'm traumatized. I hated squat thrusts. Squats are no joke. I never forget one time I did them. I don't know that I really warmed up that day, but I was like, yeah, I could do this. I saw everybody else doing them. So it was at the YMCA in Salisbury. So I went around the whole thing doing squats. My first time ever doing that. The inside, you go all the way around.
Do that again, though.
I never did that again, girl. That next day I couldn't go to the bathroom. I couldn't do nothing. I was just walking stuff.
And that goes back to the point where you got to ease your way. You just start off, you see, and that's the thing about social media. It's a love-hate relationship with it. So you see other workouts, you're like, oh, you're inspired. You want to do it too. And then you realize, whoa, my body ain't built for that yet.
Yeah.
You just put the yet behind it. Like, it's gonna happen if I stay consistent. So now it becomes a goal. Not just inspiration, it becomes a goal. Who is doing cardio?
Crystal, she said she wish she could still do them.
Oh.
I could do it in my head, probably. Yep, just did one.
I'm not going to say, well, I'm actually trying to get my roundabout. I still can do my cartwheels and things. I'm actually trying to get my roundabout and a handstand. That's one of my goals for my journey, for my actual yoga journey, honestly.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, I was watching where the girl was doing one. I was like, yo, that's dope. And that's that core. Getting that core strong to be able to hold yourself up. I was like, if she could do it, I didn't say it was a goal. But I mean, I'll consider it one day. Look, you got to be honest with yourself.
That's very true. That's very true. But that doesn't mean it can't happen.
It doesn't mean it can't happen.
We've done it.
I might surprise myself in a couple of years or so. So we'll see what happens. So, why does somebody need your services as a private trainer? One.
Well, as a personal trainer, I feel like
yes, as a personal trainer.
Well, no, you're fine.
Okay.
For me specifically is because I am a pusher. I am energetic. I am awesome.
Yeah, that's it. You gotta know who you are.
In all honesty, I know what I can bring to the table. But as far as a trainer, I know I'm going to push you. And I don't mean just the physical part. Like I'm pushing you mentally, because it literally starts mental. All you are is battling yourself every single day. That's what you have to realize. We are battling ourselves every single day. And then we have to remember that God didn't give us the spirit of fear.
You're right.
Period. And then I think it was Pastor Todd Michael, he said that God didn't give you fear. Like, so why are you fearing what's next? Why are you fearing for even workouts? Why are you fearing what's going to happen during the workout? And what's stopping you from moving? Why you want to move? That's what you got to stop. So I'm one of those trainers where I'm going to ask you more than just your regular, what do you want your body to look like? No, what do you want your body to feel like? I know for me what I wanted it to look like. I still don't do that. I don't even know. I took it out because I had this visual of what I should look like. And then I look at pictures of what my old body used to. I don't want to look like that no more. Anymore. I don't want to look like her anymore.
Okay.
Not in that same place. So what new can this new Whitney bring? So it's the thing with training, like what newness can this bring to your life? What load can this take off? What energy can I give to you? Like that's my thing. Like what energies are even going through you during the day, and how are you using those even in this workout? Because sometimes we'll take out whatever happened in the day and we'll bring it into the workout. I have been in a cycling class where I just bust out and crying, okay? And not because my legs is on fire, but because I'm now pushing myself past the limit of whatever traumatic thing I just thought of in the midst of my workout. It's always going to be a push. And so when people realize that your workout is not just for the physical, it's for everything. To get you back in line. And that's why you were said it's time to go back home, because that's what my home was. My home was grounded in working out. My home was grounded in taking that time for myself. I thought it was for myself then, because back then I just knew it was for my parents. They just want me to they just want me to walk out. They just nothing for them.
Yes.
Workout don't do nothing for them, but for me. And so that's what you have to realize. Once you push yourself past those doubting moments, you become an incredible person that you didn't even know you could be, or that you can be. You just refuse to push yourself past the point to be it.
Wow, that's good too. What do I want to feel like? Not what I want my body to look like, but what do I want my that was good. And I didn't get to share this earlier, but our quote for today was actually, sometimes a workout is all the therapy you need. And as you said, going through that piece of, hashing out some things, crying out some things, like it's gonna be better. I'm gonna keep pushing myself. I'm gonna try again.
Like, listen, and it all goes with the instructor as well. Like for me, my instructor for cycling, she's perfect for me. Why? Because she will play a certain song, and all you hear in the background is push past it. Or are you giving me your all? Don't you know what I mean? Things like that is what we hearing is to be honest. No, I wasn't giving my all. So let me get these RPMs back up.
Yeah.
Get these gears back where it's supposed to be, because they're 17 and I'm on 5. I mean, I'm on 10. Like, let me actually push myself. Yes, push past it.
I'm definitely, last week they gave me some shirt ideas. I'm about to steal that too. Push past it.
Listen, let me hashtag that before you start. Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on, let me do it first. I'm too but that's it. Push past it. And it's so, and that's the amazing part, how things are so connected and we don't even realize. There's so many things. Like, sometimes we gotta really push past. Like, I don't feel like it no more, but I gotta push past it, because if I give up now,
then what? Exactly. So even for me now, I could have easily gave up in the midst of my personal training. Like, I could have gave up. I could have said, I've already been doing it. I don't need this certification. No. Why not? Because I don't feel like reading. And that's simple things. Like, even when it comes, not even working out, it comes to the mental. I literally had to put I am a reader. I love to read as a affirmation for me in the process of this, because I started to get back to the point where in undergrad, where I did not feel like reading. I don't want to do this. For what? I already know. No, you don't. Read it. You get what I'm saying? Like, defeating myself before just finding reasons to defeat myself instead of finishing the goal. So, that was my thing. Like, even with personal training, I now have to finish it. Like, I got to finish it. I've gone too far. I've done too much. Why give up now? And if I give up, I'll never know what's next.
You'll never know what's next. I hope that my chosen friends are listening, because this is a little bit beyond just exercising. It's some things that, you want to be doing for your life, that you want to give up on. Yes, I know a gazillion people going live. I know a gazillion people are doing it. I know a gazillion people have tried it, but that doesn't mean that it won't work for you.
Exactly. And I literally see something they said that, what was it? Some of us are meant to be transparent. So that you're absolutely right. Some of us, we're still trying to hide away because if I coulda, shoulda, woulda, or I don't want people to. Why are you worried about the next person? You should only be worried about right here, or whoever's within these doors. You get what I'm saying? Worry about you. If you are focused on you, you ain't even got to worry about anything else that's going on. Matter of fact, I got too much going on in myself, even in my head. Somebody else, honey, I can't.
It's so good. And again, I'm taking it, even beyond like this healthy living, a piece of it, because this is healthy living. Being able to push yourself to go forth, when you want to give up, when you want to throw in that towel. Again, there's some personal goals that some of you are watching that you have and that you want to do. Why not? How do you want your body to feel? How do you want your mind to feel? How do you want your spirit, your soul man to feel?
Exactly.
How do you want those that you're interacting with to feel?
Like, honestly, how can I get my physical body right? And that's why I always say, you mentioned the part of how can we do it without workouts, right? I know it was joking, but let's jump in on it. So we have people who want to get these surgeries and things of that nature, which is your body, your goal. You do whatever you want. My issue is, how are you walking into it? Are you walking into it and walking out of it the same way? Yes, you'll lose the weight, but then what? You still feel the same. You losing the weight won't change what's going on the inside. With working out and actually doing the work, you are literally doing the work inside and out. Pushing myself to even go to a workout, pushing myself to even get on this floor and work out is a mental battle. But when I'm here, now I have another mental battle of how much are you going to push yourself to work? So once I get all of that done, now I have that freedom of, it's already done. It's done.
Girl.
Listen, I just want y'all to get mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually together. And I ain't all the way there. Don't get it twisted. I ain't all the way there.
And that's it.
I make mistakes daily. Daily. So,
same here.
The day, it's all a process. But if you're working for your good, can't nobody be against you.
So someone else asked a question of what qualifications should you require of a personal trainer? Like, do you want them to have licenses and certifications, or is it okay for them not to have a license or certification?
So honestly, it's all about the transformations that trainer has done. Now, for me, I'm new in the game, so I won't have the pictures of people and their transformation and everything else, but I do have people who will tell you I make you feel good. You get what I'm saying? So it's all about what you want from that trainer. Now, of course, you want someone who is certified, especially if they're calling themselves a personal trainer. That's why at first I called myself a dance instructor, a dance fit instructor, until I got my title. So of course you want someone who has, actually done the schooling for it. But at the end of the day, it also goes back to experience and knowledge. It's all in what you want for your trainer and what they bring to the table. I know for some people, when you come and you have those initial conversations with the trainer, come with questions. Come with how can I grow, whatever you want to do. Have those questions line up for that trainer. And honestly, if they don't answer the way you want, because honestly, it's the service that you're paying for.
Right.
If they don't answer it the way you want, then move to the next one. Or try them out.
Right. And I like to think of you saying, like, now those that go for surgery, now some do go for therapy and things of that sort. But again, like, what is your mindset and going in it? When you're exercising, it's a whole different process because you're definitely doing the work from A to Z. The gym, the hope is that when you come out of that, not the gym, surgery, when you come out of that you had a motivation, one, to stay where you now are. Because some don't stay where they are. I'm going to leave it right there. I would just leave it right there. Christopher, how do you maintain it once you start? How do you try to maintain it once you start? I'm sorry.
Oh, excuse me. You got to put it in your schedule. The same way, like I said, the same way you put eating in your schedule, the same way you put, I'll put it like this. We all, even if you're not working, or we've all worked at some point. For me, if I'm working 7 to 8 hours for somebody else, why can't I work for myself for the next few hours? So if you don't, I'm just saying, you feel like they more important than you, or let's be real.
She got some mics over here. Push past it, and you can't work for yourself for an hour if you don't work for somebody else. Hey,
it's the truth. Like,
you absolutely right.
I can't sit here and go hard for somebody else's business, and if I can't even do right by my own body. No. But no, you literally have to, yes, consistency. You have to put it in your schedule. You have to put it day by day if you have to. Like, I'm going to, like right now, I have a schedule of each class that I plan on going to, each class that I'm facing myself. You know what I'm saying? Even for the personal training aspect, I have which client I'm going to work out with that day. You know what I'm just I have a set schedule regardless of everything else that's going on. Now, it's me if I do it. But at least I made the effort of making the schedule at first. Start.
So Crystal was saying how you can use her as a model. I also would like to share how I have like followed you. I see like your videos that you post. I've seen like, you even shared this recently about how like you've done so many free classes before you even now officially now charging people. And they should not be saying anything because this is a quality service that you're giving. They should have got it when you was doing the free ones, that you was building up your clientele, because that's what that is, building up clientele. So maybe it's not necessarily that transformation that they see because maybe they didn't stick with it. Some did stick with it though, some were changed by it. Some, just their feelings, like they might not have seen like a drastic change in their body, but they feel a little bit better. And that's the small things too, from doing something different where you just feel like, I just feel good, that goes a long way.
I want to be that person that when you walk into my class or my now virtual classroom, when you leave out of there, you don't feel the same. When you walk in one way, you leave out a different way.
How can someone get in, see your virtual classes or connect to your classes?
So they can reach out to me on all social medias. Instagram is As Told by Wit and separately Fearless Action. And the same thing for Facebook. So both of those, you can reach out to me. I will be hosting class. Well, I'm not going to say the day yet because I haven't officially made it there.
Is that right? At Fearless Action?
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. It's an underscore before the F.
It is.
Mm-hmm. But yes, find me on social media. I will be posting. Let me get it out. my new schedule coming into November. Because I do want to start adding my group fitness classes and then Saturdays will be my dance fit. That much I do know. Dance fit will be Saturday at 10:30. Boom. Group fitness. I haven't decided on the day exactly. So also reach out to me if you plan on being a part of the class. Let me know your availability. I like to know what my social media friends are even needing for me because literally
energy is manageable. See, look, get in on it. And that's the best part. And it's not just regular classes. She got a little risque class where you come with your heel on.
Yes, I do, and I will be bringing those back as well. And then
Derriere, Crystal, we gotta go. Let me know, Crystal Bacon. We're gonna go, Cree. Yes. But again, that's it. And having fun with it. Feeling confident in your body, just moving and going. It's amazing. Confidence is a big thing for women.
Exactly.
We get that battle in our minds. It's crazy sometimes because you see somebody else, so we want to compare. But do I do they? We can't get caught up in that.
If God bless you with this beautiful being, why are you trying to change anything that God already? Now, of course, change in the sense of physical, but actually that starts with the inside because even for the outside, I'm not trying to change my outside. I'm trying to change the inside. I need all of my organs to work properly. And that also goes back with doctor, dentist, and everything else.
Yes.
Everything all together.
Love it.
As kids, y'all remember we had them appointments on a regular basis. Okay, we had gym class every other day. Reasons that our schedules were made the way they were, so that as adults we continue that same thing. Yes, we fall short. That's okay.
Yes.
Bring it back.
She said, girl, I will fall down after dancing some heels. Okay, you wear flats. I'll put the heels on for us. I got us covered. We're going to be like crocheting and swaying and things. Yes, Lisa said, I have found my fitness tracker motivates me. I set goals and strive to keep them. That's it. I got a friend. She be like, I got so many steps today. I got so many steps today. That motivates her. Go ahead, girl. Keep it going, And also, let's also be kind to our friends that are trying to work out. If they say they start on Wednesday, they say they start on Tuesday. If they slip up, you slip up too, or you might not even be doing nothing. Encourage them if that's what they're trying to do.
Exactly. Encourage. And
amazing.
Be a friend. Be a friend.
Push past it. Yo, this was amazing. Thank you so much for joining me, Whit. Is there anything else you want to share with us that we should know? Again, I'm going to definitely check in with the ladies that said they were starting this week. Mama Wanda, I got you too. You let me know. We're going to do some steps together,
Yes. And also just reach out. I am full of answers, and if I don't know the answer, I will search for the answer, and I will tell you in a quick second. I don't know the answer, but I'll look for it. Okay. So I'm a resource. I like being a resource. So again, Fearless Action on all social media.
Yes. I put it back.
If you can't participate, donate. Bless you.
I love it. Look, help somebody else. Maybe you're not doing it, but somebody else want to do it. But again, if you donate, why not get it for yourself? What's the worst that can happen?
Exactly.
Pour together. I love it.
Whatever journey you pick as far as your movement journey, have fun with it.
Most of all, have fun.
It turns ugly, okay? Don't make it a job.
Yes.
Keep it light, keep it fun.
Oh, Lisa said thanks. Yes. And thank you so much for joining Whit. I am so grateful to have had you. I'm definitely going to find that video so I can share it, get people talking about it again because it was really dope just to see all the students out there. I was like, yes, go ahead, Yumi. Yes.
Coming back and I love it. I just can't.
Yes. So awesome. Thank you again so much. May you have a great evening. Um, yes, when we finally meet, we gonna be right, Mama Wanda. When we finally meet, we gonna be doing our little. Let me get on my. It's because it's how much I put in.
There you go.
How much I put in.
Exactly.
We got it. Oh, awesome. Thank you again so much. May you have a great evening. I will be sure to share your information as well when I share the video. And thank you from the top and bottom of my heart so much.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And sorry I was late, y'all. I love y'all.
Look, life happens. You made it. I appreciate it. That's all that matters. And people were really encouraged by some things that you said. Look, I enjoy watching these again because I do like a rewind. Jen Cares rewind on Thursdays that I post, but I watch it again and I'm just like, so one, grateful to be able to share these resources with the community. But I also am grateful for the pieces that are shared that also help me because hey, it starts with me too. I got to take in what's being said. You know, I got to be more consistent if I'm trying to make sure my healthy living temple is good, you know?
Okay.
Exactly. So, next time I talk to you, you can be like, "Oh, Jen, you've been doing it, yeah, girl." If I gotta see that video to be accountable, or fine.
It was working before. If you gotta do what you gotta do, start somewhere.
That's it. And again, it makes you, whatever you gotta do to be accountable. Because when you're accountable to somebody, you don't want to feel bad. You don't want to look bad. Because then our pride comes in, and all these other things come in. But we fight that battle to get it done because we told that person, "Look, every day at this time, I'm gonna send you what I did."
Exactly.
If you don't got it, we got a problem. That's like in school. You don't do that paper, you get an F. So again, how much work are you putting in and push past it? Thank you. Yes. Thank you again so much. May you have a great evening.
Yes, you guys too. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Yo, that was awesome. Again, thank you to those that stayed on. Slow start, but amazing finish. Wasn't that amazing? Push past it. And how much are you putting in? So, ladies, if you said you were starting Wednesday, if you say you're starting tomorrow, make sure you're doing that stretch. Make sure you're getting out there, being consistent, and really have that conversation with yourself if you don't have an accountability person at this time or you don't have a trainer. Are you really giving your all? Because if you're out there and walking, you might as well make it worth something. Because if it's cold out there, you better make it worth something. The weather is changing. And if you take outside, you make sure you get it together. And if you're inside, again, YouTube is your friend. They have so many amazing videos of different people doing the exercises. And again, if you find that one of the exercises you're doing, I'm not a professional, but I know this. If you're doing one of the exercises and you feel uncomfortable, pause on that. Make sure that it's going to be good for you. Now, it's going to be hurting a little bit because you're moving some things you wasn't moving before. But if it's causing great pain, then that's something to consider. But if it's causing just that little pain of like, oh, it wasn't used to moving like that, keep on going. And consistency will show you that it is so worth it. So again, thank you so much for joining me as tonight we kicked off our Getting Your House in Order series with our healthy living with the amazing Whitney Brewington of Fearless Action. Be sure to join us next week as we will have firefighter Quan Jackson, and he's going to talk about fire safety. So I am so excited about having Quan. I reached out to him. I had to find out what his schedule, because firefighters, they got their schedule. I'm not messing it up. You should be there when you need to be there to help get the fires out. But he was like so excited to be able to share information with the community, share it with us of how we can make sure that our homes, our areas are safe as we come into the winter months and just regular summer months, any season that we're in. We get to ask all the questions that we want to ask to find out about fire safety. Again, our quote of the day was, sometimes a workout is all the therapy you need. Y'all got to push past it. We got to give our own. We got to hold ourselves accountable for making sure that we are doing healthy living. Last but not least, if there's a topic or resource you want me to bring, or somebody that would be an amazing guest, please, you can email me at chosencounselorsinc@gmail.com. Again, you can email me at chosencounselorsinc@gmail.com. Now, again, I got a lot of things in my head that I'm bringing. I'm glad that everybody's been enjoying it. I'm glad that you've been watching it, rewatching, sharing, liking, comment. I am truly grateful. This is our 4th month. I'm so excited. Working out the kinks for next month because it's a wild card month. So you'll never know who'll be there, but it's going to be amazing. So again, thank you again so much. I love you all for real. Until next time, see ya.